When you're looking to get out next?
Well, hopefully I want to get out before the end of the season.
Have you had ups and downs in your boxing career up to date? How did you feel when you were in those tough places? Like when you have that first loss, how did that feel? Hello everyone, welcome to a Line Den Sports interview. I'm very pleased to be joined by Ray Collins again, amateur boxer from Bristol. It's been a while, Ray. It's been a while, man. We did a podcast together nearly 2 years ago now.
Yeah, bro.
That was really, really well received. And it's good to get you on again, my man. How are you?
I'm good, bro. Thank you for your time. Thank you for sort of putting me on your channel, giving me a bit of a platform. I appreciate it. All good, just working constantly, trying to elevate all the time, man. That's it.
I see you on your Instagram, man. And we met like we're just about to say you're just turning 20 soon, right?
Yeah,
And when we first met, you were 18. I was really impressed with how mature you were then and how passionate you talked about boxing. And what happens is at that age, 18 to 20, loads of people get out of the sport. You would have seen this now in the gym. You come with the guys and they leave. But you, from what I've seen, you stay constant in the gym, man, which is great to see.
yeah. I mean, as you progress, like you kind of see yourself getting closer to the goal at hand. So it's like if you give up now, like you're not gonna achieve the goal. Do you know what I mean? So, as I'm chipping away, getting closer and closer to my goals, like now is the time where I have to be consistent because that's where it's gonna matter. If
Hmm,
I give up now, I'm gonna achieve it. But if I stay consistent, that's how I'll get the goals done. Get the goals, ticked off.
exactly. Are you still doing the day job?
Yeah, so I'm still working. I'm with a different firm now. I left my apprenticeship and I went on for a firm that sponsored me, so I can have more time off to train.
Amazing. Tell people what it is that you do for day job.
So I used to do labouring, which was like very physically tiring. So I'd do labouring. I'd run in the morning, do labouring in the day, and go boxing in the evening. It's very
Hmm.
tiring. I now do like brick pointing, brick cladding, so it's a little bit different, but still sort of on the same in the same industry. So
So are you still dedicated to your craft? Are you still training in the morning? Still training in the evenings?
yeah, I train every day, like twice a day.
What does your sponsors offer you? Obviously, your company sponsors you, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
What is it that they provide you with?
So they provide like time off and stuff, and like they cater to things. They help out with a lot. The reason I've actually managed to improve in such a short space of time is due to them letting me have so much time off and just training all the time.
Mm.
Very good. And then I have other sponsors like Back to Action. My boxing club sponsor me as well. At Smelters. Did have a clothing sponsor, Hans Cooking as well. Yeah, I've got a few sponsors and they do help me out a lot.
You've got quite a few sponsors there, man, which
Yeah,
which is really good. As someone who's just under 20, it's good to see you got that backing already
yeah,
behind you, man.
brilliant. Yeah, my coach Gary, my main coach Gary Cave, he's always drilling into us like, thank your sponsors all the time. And if you're like thankful to your sponsors, like eventually you'll get more on. The club's really good at helping the lads like getting sponsors in. So credit to Smelters.
Yeah.
Gary.
So what club is it? You're smart. And what's the club called where you're training at?
The National Smelting Company, ABC, but we just call it Smelters for short. It's a gym in Southwest Bristol. It's one of the best gyms in Southwest. Very good.
Yeah. Has it produced many champions in that gym?
Yeah, yeah. You got the main man, Logan Dorrington. He's 5-0 as a pro now. He was a senior ABA champion under 71 kilo and at 67 kilo. Got a few pros out of our gym. We had Nicky Wiltshire box out of our gym, and he was the only Olympian from the Southwest.
Wow.
He boxed in the 1984 Moscow Summer Olympics.
What does it mean to have these sort of influences around the gym?
Well, I look up to guys like Logan, man, because such a good boxer. He's very humble outside the ring, but in the ring he's a killer. And like, getting the opportunity to work with him all the time, it's definitely brought me on. Beatings are definitely worth it. I'll say that.
And they're beatings until you start learning to how to handle it, right? And then you can handle your own way in there.
100%.
But
If I,
it's the best way to learn.
100%.
It's
Like
good.
being with, like the saying goes, iron sharpens iron, and like that's so true. Like working with, the pros in the gym, and even like the other good amateur lads, like it definitely helps. It's like a
Mm.
sink or swim environment. there in the gym.
What's the differences that you notice between the amateurs and the pros? When you're sparring amateurs and you're sparring the pro Logan, what's the biggest difference that you notice between them?
Well, I'd definitely say experience. Um, just little thing like ring craft is a major sort of difference. Not a well, I wouldn't say a major difference because we have a few good amateurs, but
When
just
you say
that,
ring craft, do you mean like cutting down the ring? Is that what you
yeah,
mean?
down the rings, all the little sneaky tricks like ring awareness. Knowing where like the pros know where they are in the ring. Like they know not to be trapped in the corner. They know not to like sit on the ropes. They know
Mm,
how to center a ring. Where some of the amateur lads haven't really got that drilled into their head just yet. Do you know what I mean? So just
mm.
that ring IQ is a big difference.
Interesting.
And the intensity,
And what's the last one? Sorry.
of the sparring is a bit different.
Oh, okay. Do you find that it's a slower pace with the pros?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, like when I'm sparring Logan, like he fights at an amateur pace
Does he? Wow.
engine, so he's constantly pressing, and it's very psychologically like it's a lot of psychological pressure because you've got a guy that can hit hard, he's constantly on you, and he's working all the time, chipping away. So it's like, oh, like it's high pace. The
Mm,
amateurs fight at high pace as well, but the other pros in the gym they take their time a bit more. So yeah, there is a little bit of a difference.
really interesting. So tell us a bit about yourself as well, Ray. So it's been a few years since we chatted. How many fights have you had now? What you on?
I had 15 fights.
Great.
Managed to win the nationals at under 71 kilo in the novice division in the novice bracket, and then I went on to win the London belt tournament last year as well. I've had 15 fights, won 13 of them, and I compete between 71 and 75 kilo.
And 75 kilos.
Yeah,
Good.
71. 75.
And you're still quite young. What's in the plan in the next couple of years? What's the goal that you're looking to do?
Well, once I've recovered from this shoulder injury fully, I've had a bit of a dodgy shoulder last sort of month or so. So once I recover from this, hopefully boxing the championships.
Which
Once I,
one?
what's that? Sorry.
Which championships?
Oh, the senior elites in the
You're
light.
right to the senior leagues, yeah.
Yeah, so boxing the senior elites at under 71 kilo, boxing the belt tournament the month after, and then hopefully in the next 2 years go pro. I mean, for me, there's no rush because I feel like I'm not ready yet. I'm humble enough to know I'm not ready yet, and I still need to learn my craft. There's a few things I need to tweak, a few things I need to work on. But I feel like when I'm ready, when the time is ready, then I'll go pro.
Yeah. The good thing you've got is you've got time on your side.
Yeah,
Is
100%.
that you're still 19, and you've got loads of learning to do in the amateurs. Loads of learning you can do. And, if there's any encouragement I will give you, is I stayed in the amateurs till I was 27.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, so there's so much more you can learn in that time. And people rush to turn pro, especially now, because the pros and amateurs are joining the gym, right? You've
Yeah,
got
yeah,
pros trying, and you see them and you're sparring, you think, oh, I'm doing well against these guys. But you building your experience in the amateurs is key.
exactly. It's an apprenticeship, isn't it? You don't rock up onto the job with tools on the first day and know what to do. Like, do you know what I mean?
Exactly, exactly. But you seem to be surrounded by good people there as well. Are you going to other gyms for sparring, or are you quite stuck on where you are?
I mean, 90% of the time I'm down smarters, but I do mix it in. I've been down to round one. Shout out to Lee Haskins and that. I've sparred with one of his pros before. I do mix it up here and there, but majority of the time I'm down at smarters working with my guys,
Hmm.
our gym mates and stuff.
Yeah, it's good. A good place to learn. Obviously you got shoulder injury now. When you looking to get out next?
Well, hopefully I want to get out before the end of the season. So I think the quarterfinals for championships are May the 12th. So
Hmm.
if I'm good by then, hopefully get out in the quarters. But we'll see. Time will tell whether the shoulder injury is healed or not. So
I noticed you got Sugar Ray Leonard in the back there, man. Is it?
yeah,
I think he's one of your idols there.
yeah, 100%. He's my number one favorite boxer. I've even got his t-shirt.
Nice, Sugar Ray Leonard. Nice, man. Nice. Well, what sort of boxers do you look up to?
Definitely Sugar Ray Leonard, Andre Ward,
Love on dribbled, yeah, brilliant.
I like a lot of the old school boxers. Recently I've started to like Roberto Duran as well. I think he's very good. All of the four kings really.
Mm. Do you ever seen a documentary? Did you see their fights?
Yeah, I've seen their fights. I was watching their documentary, and this sounds really bad because I'm an avid boxing fan, but I fell asleep.
Hmm.
Asleep. So I need to properly watch it. I have watched the No Mask documentary on Disney Plus. So
No, I've not seen. Is that good?
yeah, it's good. Sugar Ray Leonard goes to Panama and asks Roberto Duran like what happened in the No Mask fight.
Wow.
Quite interesting.
I have to see that on Disney Plus. That is, yeah.
Yeah.
I have to check that out. I have to check that out. Yeah, man. Ray Collins. Is anything else that you like to say as well, brother?
Just, if you listen to this, you got a goal, just work towards it. Don't get disheartened by the failures. Things are up and down. Same with life. Just got to keep working, persevering through all the hardships, and you can achieve anything you put your mind to.
Hey, have you had ups and downs in your boxing career up to date?
Yeah, well, I've lost twice. I mean, I take the loss as well in it, but like, it's still not nice to lose. I've had injuries and stuff. I've had bad spars. So yeah, you can say I've had that.
How did you feel when you were in those tough places? Like when you have that first loss, how did that feel?
Yeah, I lost my fifth fight. So at the time, I was coming off a bit of a high because I went 4-0, two stoppages. So I was like, I feel like the man. And then, so the week before, I boxed in the London Belt tournament, and I won by first round stoppage in the final. So I felt pretty good. And then I went and boxed this lad down in Barnstaple, and I lost. Like I won't. I don't really. I don't. I'm not a bad loser. I'm not a sore loser, and I'm not really that bothered about it. But what it did is it sort of lit the fire in my stomach. Like I'm not. I don't want to lose again.
Mm,
Train harder, maybe work on things, and made me realize like I'm not a machine just yet. I gotta work on things.
you're gonna work on things. Well, I like that. I like that mindset because worst thing you can do is think that you know it all.
Yeah, yeah,
Worst thing you can do, and having people who put you in place, like, listen, son, you don't know it all yet. You need to get, and having those people with sparring with as well,
yeah.
because they'll beat you into knowing, like, mate, you don't know it all yet. There's nothing more humbling than taking a beating, right?
100%. I totally agree. There's nothing I can say to that. Honestly, so it's true.
Yeah, man. So it's great to see, man. Well, Ray, I really look forward to seeing your development still, man.
Thank
Um,
you. Appreciate it.
keep us updated. We'll do this again in 6 months' time or something, man. After you won the ABA's nationals, man, elites. Once you do that, then it'd be good to hear from you and see how that experience all went for you.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant. Yeah, I'm excited to do it.
Great. Ray, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. Guys, thank you very much for listening and check out for the next one. Thank you.